Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. I certainly do appreciate it. Today's beer comes from Sloop Brewing. These guys are in New York. This is their No Pumpkin IPA. What would they even say that? Maybe this time of the year they're just thinking maybe you need a break from a pumpkin beer or some pumpkin spice beer or whatever. Just want to make sure that you're not getting any pumpkins, I guess, in this particular beer. But they got a great big pumpkin on the front of it, so unless you stop to read the can, you're going to think it's a pumpkin beer. But anyway, this comes to me, by the way, of my brother Rico. And in the note he sent, it says 6% IPA that is flavored without the use of pumpkins or spices. The brewery is out of Elizabethville, New York. They just started distributing to Pennsylvania last week, he says. Picked up at his local store, and it was $14 for a 4-pack, canned on 9/25/18. Well, it is a 16-ounce can, but it's only a 6%er. And to me, guys, $14 for four 6%ers might be a little on the pricey side, in my humble opinion. Now, if it was a double IPA or something a little bit bigger, I can understand that, but I do think $14 is a little pricey for 4 16-ounce cans of 6% for an IPA. I mean, I can buy 6 Two Hearts or Voodoo Ranger for $10, and the Voodoo Ranger's in the 8%. So, it's what it is, I guess. So let's get on with this one. Let's jump over to Untapped. We've read what Rico has written, and 9/25. Today is the 3rd of November, guys, so just barely over a month old. Untapped has a very long description, and I am going to read it, guys. Bear with me. No Pumpkin IPA is a fall seasonal IPA that is flavored without the use of pumpkins or spices. That's right, no pumpkin in the beer. We feel that this trend and these particular flavors are gross in beer, and many other pumpkin-infused items you will be experienced this fall. The real flavor from this IPA comes from the hops, not some useless squash. There are fruity notes of blackberry, boysenberry, and grape, so enjoy your pumpkin spice chai, mocha, latte this fall. But when you and your palate needs a break from the pumpkin invasion, grab a Sloop No Pumpkin. So, well, I mean, just put IPA on it. And you normally don't get pumpkin spices in an IPA unless it says it's got pumpkin spices in there or it says pumpkin IPA. So, I mean, they're just going that extra mile, I guess you would say, just to, if you're tired of pumpkin beers already or pumpkin spice beers, this one's not going to have that. But to have the notes of blackberry, boysenberry, and grape, that's a little unusual for an IPA, guys. So we're about to find out. We don't have the IBUs, but like I said, it is a 6%er. First beer of the day, so let's pop the top on this thing and see what we got. I have had some great flavors in an IPA, especially if it's put in some kind of Chardonnay barrels or something like that, or had grape juice infused into the beer during the brewing process. But not typical flavor notes for a standard IPA, guys. Alright, about a half a finger of a head. It is fairly cloudy, not to the point where I would say it's a New England style by any means, but it's either got a heavy chill haze on it or it's unfiltered. So to the nose we go. I'm getting citrusy notes, guys. maybe a little bit of oranges, and a slight hint of some pine in there, guys. So let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Definitely no pumpkin in there. No pumpkin spices. No nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice, or anything like that. Tastes like your pretty much run-of-the-mill IPA. 6% IPA, guys. It is a little on the cloudier side, but not super cloudy. Might be a slight hint of maybe some white grapes in there, but they're very subdued. Well, let's give this a swirl and get the back end pour, see if it changes the appearance any. It looks pretty cloudy coming out of the bottom of the can. Looks like we had some settling going on there. And yes, looking at it now, definitely looks like a New England style. It looks like orange juice in the glass. So we got quite a bit of settling going on in this can, even though it's just barely over. Well, he said it was done in 9, 10. Yeah, it's just barely over a month old. So yeah, it definitely changed the appearance on the back end pour on this one, guys. So you probably want to get it all into a glass before you start drinking it. So it's right out of the fridge. Let's sip on this for a little bit, see where it ends up. All right, guys, I'm back. Got a little bit left here. Nice slicing is left on the glass. Now that it's warmed up to room temperature, I'm getting a little bit more tropical fruit notes. Maybe a little bit of mango. Maybe a hint of some peaches. Very impressive beer for 6%. Especially, you know, looking like a New England style IPA. Very enjoyable. I did enjoy this beer. Very nice. Got a lot of taste and flavor for a 6%er. I'm pleasantly surprised. Final chug. That's a pretty tasty beer, guys. I am pleasantly surprised by this. Especially for a 6%er. It drinks like a 7 or 7.5%er. Little subdued aromas and tastes when it was cold, but now that it's warmed up, I'm getting all of that. So I enjoyed this. This is very nice. I would probably buy this beer if it was available here, even though it's a 6 and not into my normal range of 7 or above. Has a lot of flavor, and especially being a very cloudy New England style looking beer. It has enough taste for this guy. So like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised, guys. ABV's on the can, dates on the can, so you know what you're buying. A- for me, guys. I'm gonna give this a 92. Very nice beer. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.15 in their exceptional range. I'd agree. I agree 100%. And over to Untapped for our final check-in, they have it at 4.08. So A- beers from all three of us. It's a tasty beer. It's worth picking up. I do think it's a little pricey for a 4-pack of this, but for 6%. But it was very enjoyable. So Rico, thanks again, my brother. I do appreciate it, guys. If you've had this from Sloop Brewing, this is their No Pumpkin American IPA. Let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.